What's up guys, DK Jones here and welcome to the Australian Grand Prix weekend preview, the third round of the F1 2023 Championship. Same compounds as last time out in Saudi Arabia, C2, C3 and C4, with 306.124 kilometers across 58 laps of the Grand Prix on Sunday. Last time we were here last year in 2022, it was Leclerc that won ahead of Perez in second and Russell rounding off the podium, and the weather is looking a bit uncertain. What can be sure is it might be a bit overcast throughout the weekend. Other standings after the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, you have the two McLarens at the bottom of the championship, behind De Vries, Zoe Sargent, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Albon, Magnussen and Gasly at the bottom half of the table. And then you have Ocon in 10th, Valtteri Bottas below Charles Leclerc and Stroll underneath the two Mercedes. Then you have Sainz below Alonso, and then the two Red Bulls separated by 1 point at the top. Into the constructors standings now, you have McLaren and AlphaTauri without any points so far this season. Then you have Williams and Haas on 1 point, Alfa Romeo on 4, Alpine on 8, Ferrari on 26, and then Aston Martin, Mercedes on the same points, and Red Bull leading the way at the top of the Constructors Championship. Hotlap of the Australian Grand Prix in 2023 on the main straight, going onto the chicane of turn 1, going flat out through turn 2 onto the second DRS straight of the track, going into turn 3, which is a bit of an overtaking opportunity. Then we move to the right to open up our apex for this left-hander, and then to the left to open up the apex of the flat out right-hander, and then it's flat out through this mini straight onto a nice wide corner through here that was changed last year, onto a very long straight that was also changed last year. First time we raced here was in 1996, a track distance of 5.278 kilometers, as we go into a very impressive chicane, very high speed, very easy to go a bit too wide on the exit there, as we go on to another DRS straight, which leads into another overtaking opportunity at this tight corner, which was also changed last year. The track record is a 1:22.60, and the most wins on this track is Michael Schumacher with 4, as we approach the final corner onto the long main straight with DRS active. And that was your hot lap of the Australian Grand Prix. Qualifying predictions for the Australian Grand Prix, and with the amount of straights on the track, you'd imagine that Red Bull would be at the top, so I've gone for a front row lockout with Verstappen ahead of Perez, and then Alonso in a Ferrari sandwich behind Leclerc and ahead of Sainz. Then you have Hamilton in 6th, Ocon in 7th, Hulkenberg making it to Q3 again, and then you have Russell in 9th and Gasly at the bottom of the top 10. Race predictions for the Australian Grand Prix now, and unless something drastic happens in terms of the pace of the cars, most of my, if not all my predictions will look like this. I've gone for a Red Bull 1-2 with Verstappen ahead of Perez and Leclerc making it to the podium. In 4th, I've gone for Lewis Hamilton, and driver of the day, I've gone for George Russell, and then fastest lap going to Max. And in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, I actually only got 1 out of the 6 possible predictions right. Into the weekend schedule now. On Friday we're going to have FP1 at 12:30 to 13:30 and FP2 at 16 to 17. On Saturday we have FP3 at 12:30 to 13:30 and qualifying at 16 to 17. And on Sunday is the race at 15. These are track times in Melbourne, Australia, so you're gonna have to find out what times these are where you are. But if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe and leave your predictions down in the comment section below. And from me, DK Jones, I'll see you next time.